All right. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Hey, just to let you know, I am recording the opening bell here, just for those that maybe are a little bit new and don't get the flavor of what we're doing here in the morning. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Okay, we had European Union left interest rates unchanged, but Draghi's comments afterwards seemed to be a little bit more dovish than maybe the market was expecting. Nothing great. I mean, you can see that the markets are largely unchanged. Mix Qs are up maybe 0.25%, and Russell and SPY are down just a touch. American Airlines reported before the open here. They were up about 5 or 6%. What are they doing now? They're rallying even more. They're up 8% now. I know Xilinx was up big, like close to 10%. XLNX, yep, 9.5% there. So those were a little bit big. I'm going to take another look at Netflix that we didn't get into yesterday. It rallied from where we wanted to get in. I will take a look, and we might roll our strikes up a little bit and do a different one, a different broken wing fly. We will see. We are opening up in just 10 seconds here. And here is your bell coming from 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we are off. All right, we will obviously be looking at our gaps and see what else filters in here for us. All right, market basically right where it was pre-market, with the SPYs, Russell, and Dow down very, very little, and the Qs rallying up about 0.3%. And there we go. All right, what do we got as far as runners here? Obviously, we got American. They're gonna. It looks like they're already coming back a little bit. Where we have to wait on these gaps. So let's wait a little bit here. All right, Google looking a little bit weak. SPY actually coming off a little bit. Largely non-committal though. Momentum indicators all divergent here. Here we go. Actually here in JWN, I think those markets are going to be too wide for us early in the day. We're not going to be trading tomorrow's options, but we will trade next week's. Yeah, way too wide here in Nordstrom. I wish those would tighten up, because that Nordstrom is oftentimes very fun to trade. Still divergent momentum indicators. Nothing popping up on the screen so far. Cisco looking a little bit weak with the PFI just below 50. I'd like to see those get buried a lot more before we even consider doing anything. Letting things wrestle in here. Facebook looking weak. Markets exactly where we were, maybe off just a touch, or a little bit close to unchanged actually. Nothing in here yet. Morgan looking a bit weak, looking a bit muddled actually. We're certainly because you got the hull. We're not below the VWAP, and the hull is moving up. I'm not looking at momentum indicators. We're pointing a little bit down there, but not seeing anything just yet. Again, waiting for our first couple bars in our gaps before we can really consider anything. I'm letting those fill in and see what, if anything, pops up there. Jobless claims were the lowest that we've seen since when? Hang on here. Hang on a second here. Last week since the level since November 1969. So take from that what you want. I did see that the government workers, that number doubled to around 25,000, 26,000. That's going to only get worse. So watch that. Those numbers are tallied differently, not differently, separately than the regular ones. So that's not going to roll into your regular. They're not going to roll into your regular jobless claims. All right, XOM definitely looking like it wants to move a little bit lower here. We got nice tight markets here. We are a little bit extended, but we are also in the first. We're going with 2-1. We'll be looking at the 70 half puts. Okay, got an 09 bid out there. Here we go. That's out there for you. Not seeing any print yet. We should be close. They're 0711. They were just at 10. No print yet. Watching this here. Market is right where it was, maybe a touch higher than where it was a few minutes ago. I'm not going to stay out here forever in these 09 bids. Now it's 912. As we move down a little bit, I may have to cancel this, folks. All right, we're not going to stay out there by ourselves. We're done there. Okay, nothing there, nothing done. Still not seeing any print there, so I know that we didn't get in. All right, let's cycle through these again, and then we'll start looking at gaps. All right. How was everybody's night? Anybody do anything good? Anything fun?
STMRCON. These are names you want to keep an eye on.
Looking at STZ, that's going to be a... STZ triggers a...
Alright, big jump in BLNK. Can we get more, please? Stops going up to 280. 280.
We got a little bit to go on STZ. That's setting up really nicely for an inside bar, but we need to tick in STZ. We need to tick 167.62. I'm going to set that alarm for us, but that's nothing here. 167.62. All right, let's take a quick visit to our gaps now. American Airlines. American Airlines, we're going to set that here below at 33.39 if that wants to retrace. We have AMAT gapping up. I don't know if that's actually going to come back. Setting that one here at 36 or lower, 36 even or lower. We have, I think, we got a little bit more time here on Southwest. I'm going to set a wider alert for us, but that is, I mean, we got to wait. We're only at the 37 mark. So we'll see there. NXPI's up over 3%. Going to set that one there. That is at 81.13. And we got KLAC. That looks like it's off to the races, but if it does want to come back, all right, Love is trading down, but we have to wait a few more minutes before we can act on that in Love. Come on. All right, anywhere below 93.89 there. WDC rallying. I don't know if that's going to come back. We will set that as well. There's that. We got a few more to go through here. I know this is a little bit. Semiconductors are all rallying hard. There's that. We got about 4 or 5 more of these. NVIDIA, all these are off to the races. But if they want to turn around, we will be there waiting. And Delta, actually that has already retraced itself, not all the way, but to the point where we probably don't want to mess with it. United, though, we can certainly do. Got that sitting there, and then we got 2 more to look at to the upside. Intel, Semiconductors, chip makers doing very well today. And then the last one is Palo Alto, and that might be a possibility here. There's that. Now to the upside, or excuse me, to the downside, we have a few. Tesla. We will set Tesla. I don't know if anything's going to happen there. And then Teva Pharmaceuticals. That may want to come back here. Markets are right where they were. And we got three more here. Cron, we're going to stay away from. BMY. Why is this not working? Oh. BMY. See if you're going to come back. And then the last one is going to be Las Vegas Sands. That basically in the first bar almost filled that gap. Okay, so we got those set. Let's take a look at what we have here moving for us. Come on. All right, not quite there yet in Delta. SPY looking a little bit like it wants to extend to the downside. We're in a bit of no man's land. You know, we're not going to pay as much attention to the minus 2 SD here, but you know, where's our stop? Our stop's all the way back up here at 63.17. Now we're getting a little bit better. If we want to rally back here, I'm going to set this here and move on. It's there, whole regression there. Target looking a bit weak, pretty muddled here though. I'm not going to try and jump on that. Looks like volumes are already starting to come back down to levels that aren't all that fun. Very close on American on this gap fill. Let's get that up here. We're just a couple cents. Right there, we'll be looking at a February 1st 33 put. It's still too wide. Still too wide.
It's trying, Tim. It is trying. That's a good sign. At least we got it moving. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Tango, BT.
Hang on here. I'm talking with Mr. 167.62. All right, PFE exit soon, possibly. Yeah. We're down 2%, which is great. I'm sorry, that's American. I want that. Yeah, we're definitely. I want to get an exit out there in PFE. I'm looking at a 90-cent exit, but give me a couple seconds here. What I would like that American to tighten up for next week. I don't want to trade a 12-cent wide market, so we're going to have to skip that. It's definitely going though. It might get a little bit of resistance at the 5-day POC, which is at 33.12. We're trading 33.30, but it's got room to go to the downside. It's looking even weak on our regular setup, but let's stay away from that. Let me look here at PFE. That is Tesla. That is coming back a little bit. I want to get the exit out here in PFE. We have the 40-42 put spread. We want to sell that for a credit of 90 cents. And we're good there. And there's that. There's your signal. I'm going to put out the banner right here, and then I'll get the push out to you right after that. Just that, and then let me get the push out to you guys. One moment, and we got PFE here, and there's your push as well. 91s, good work, guys. Okay, PFE is trading. Nice work. That was the one that took 41.35, 41.34, and we are out of that at 153s and 62s. And the implied volatility there is 23.6 and 26.2. Nice work, everybody. No home run. Nice 50% winner, though. Now we have no open positions. Let me take a look at Netflix.
Oh man, that came straight.
Netflix is up just a little bit. I'm looking at this guy here. Market is wide. I would buy this for 75 cents kind of all day. Um,
Why? Unless you turn yourself like
or
a
70 cents. I don't know if we're going to get anything. We didn't get anything yesterday. Rolling up the strikes a little bit as we're up a buck. I'll put that out in just a little bit, but I don't think we need to rush on that. Let's see if we can get anything going here as far as day trades go. Uh, boy, Delta is looking weak, looking a little bit extended. Let's see if we can find something that looks a little bit better. I'm liking this regression back to the hull here, and if we do get that, I think that we have something here that we can possibly short SPY. That's set for us though. All right, there's that. This is looking weak as well. The Dow, the diamonds, pulling back here to the VWAP.
Sell on the move, Bravo, Oscar,
Let's get diamonds up here.
That's interesting.
Next week, nickel wide here in the 242 half puts. This is the 2-1, 242 half puts.
Keep an eye out from the other day.
Was that SPY? Yeah, that's SPY. Let's see here.
Victor Tango, Victor
I think I'd rather trade SPY than Dow. Blew through that.
Tango.
You know, our next stop would be here at the 20. Let's hold off on that, and if that's going to rally, then diamonds are going to rally, which they are. They're coming right up to the VWAP. And we just saw the reversal on the DMI, so I'm going to stay away from that. Looks like markets have maybe put in a short-term low. Let's stop there. All right, American looking. So it took out. I mean, it took out a little bit, but it didn't even get to that first support that I said, that 5-day POC, and it's rallying back from that. Let's see if we regress back to the hull here. I'm going to set this alert. If we want to do that, then fine, and we'll take a look at it if it does rally a little bit. Let's keep going. Citibank, no. JD, no. Remember, I'm scrolling through this, and what I'm looking at these momentum indicators before I even look at the chart. Roku been very kind to us day trading the last few days. BMY off to the races. I don't think that's anything that we can. I don't think we want to chase that there. I mean, the only thing that would happen is if you want to try and play it that we don't we don't get sucked back into the channel. It seems a little bit extended for me. Q's rallying. Everything's rallying. Everything has rallied 0.3% in the last 5 minutes or so. All right, PayPal looking. Let's see. This one we might want to consider here. Everything looking strong here in PayPal. I'll have a. Everything is taking off. I'm looking at the 92 half calls. This is PayPal, 2-1, 92 half calls. Man, these are, because they have earnings coming up. That's why these are so expensive. Let's stay away from that. Those are expensive options that, who knows what the heck's going to happen with that. Intel looking kind of strong. We're getting a little bit of weakness here in the DMI. I'd like for this to pin up, and I'd also like for this, if this wants to pull back. Excuse me, if this wants to pull back here. Okay, come on. Create alert. If we do get this pullback to 90, if we get a pullback here below the hull, we want to know about it. Microsoft, nothing there. No. Getting close here in Facebook, but nothing there. All right, these are just kind of off to the races. All right, good thing that we didn't short any of the indices. delta reversal on the DMI.
Momo up, still trying to
This
ride
thing's flattens out. I wouldn't mind taking something here at the hull, but right here I'm not loving it. Uh,
starting to wake up now.
okay.
I don't know if I want to play this.
Market's coming off just a touch since we talked last about that.
EIL.
Alex, you're asking about when. If anything, it looks kind of strong, but we're getting a little bit of conflict here in the DMI, and we're pretty extended. If I had to do anything, I would be buying it, but we don't have to do anything, so I'm not going to. Activision looking strong but extended.
I would keep a close eye. If they get past this BWAP, it may start a run.
Anybody do better than what we did in PFE? I think 91s is what we said that we got out at, and it is trading maybe a couple cents higher than that, but I'm perfectly happy with what we did with that.
Ooh, EOXL. Wow. That's straight down.
I'm working on it.
Alright, BIOC, it's been showing some volume alerts, so there's a big move right now. We're looking to buy here if you get in at 2.
Thanks for the suggestion. And you know what? Win used to be in our list. I don't know how it got out. It's back in.
Why is that to 207? 207 or lower. BIOC on the move.
What's Netflix doing here? Boy, I don't think we're going to get this thing. Yeah, I mean, I put out a 75 bid in it, but
Come on, BIOC, fill me first. Golly, man.
so yesterday I think we did the 342 half, 347,
Cannabis names are mixed.
342 half, 347 half, 350, I believe. I want to roll that up $2.50, so the 345, 350, 352 half, and if we bought that for 75 cents or less, and if we are trading 323 half or higher, I think we can do that. I hope this thing didn't get too far away from us. Let's make sure that I have the right strikes here. 345, 350, 352 half. All right, that's out there. There's that. Here's the banner. Banner coming out. And then let me get the push out to you guys.
Alright, entries at 308, stop at 209.
And
BIOC is really on the move. Good volume.
all right, that's out to you guys.
BIOC,
Let's set that,
last revision.
and we set that would be at 323 half or higher. Let's set our alert again.
Alright, I'm filled on
323 half or higher. Okay, rolling back in here.
over the show.
Still a lot of divergency that we're seeing in our momentum indicators. Lack of conviction.
Alright, you can cancel BIOC. Cancel the BIOC signal. It's taking too long to fill. BOXL jumps. We're going to stop over prime.
All right, sideways here in Citibank. JD
Tilray may be
starting to look a little bit strong. Nothing that we can act on though.
Alpha Lima Tango on the move.
Tesla looking surprising.
Poppin' alt.
Roku
This is a name that's been
Nope.
really volatile over the last few days. Alt.
getting a reversal signal here in DMI. Not going to take this long. Square, Midland, Q's. We'd have to. Our stop is going to be all the way back here at the hull, which is too far away. PayPal. Darn it. Yeah, these are so pumped up because of earnings. Like I said, let's stay away from that.
All right, I'm filled.
Love looks weak but overextended. I don't think we want to initiate at the -2 SD. Intel starting to lose its steam.
See if we get a jump.
Stay away from that. Microsoft, Divergent. Facebook looking like it wants to. So we're trading at 46.04. We got about 35 cents of risk here. And really we're maybe 30 cents of, so it's kind of a 50-50 proposition. We don't trade 50-50 propositions. I'm not here to flip coins. All right, AMAT looking kind of strong, and we're sitting right here on the hull. What kind of markets do we have here in AMAT? Definitely what we can trade. I'm looking at next week's 37.5 call. That is the 2-1 37.5 call. All right, 92 cents. And we are going to have a nice stop right below where we get in. If it can't hold this hull,
You can move your stop up. I'm moving my stop up to break even at alt.
I think we're in. Let me know what price we guys get. We're going to stop ourselves out at 21 or below. I saw 90s and 92s trade. We were trading 37.31, right? And at 91 and 92. Good work, guys. Those things are 94 bid. Okay, let's keep moving our stop is moved up to 30. Hang on here, that's probably a little bit aggressive. $25. Hang on here. If it can't hold this, we're just going to dump it. You guys are getting that Netflix? All right, that Netflix. All right, you guys got to be careful. We're fine, but we'll take it. We got in at 323.55 and FLX, and let's get some prices here, or let's get some. All right, we're right there. Kurt, I don't know why you paid 78. We were supposed to pay 75, but the vols there were 39.8 and 39.2 and 39.1. We'll get the prices in a little bit. Probably like 5 1/4, $4, and 3.45s or something like that. I'll make sure that those work out. All right, still working on AMAT here. Let's get back to AMAT. Nice work on that fill, guys. Okay, our calls are 97 bid. They are 97 bid. 90. I'm just going to put an exit out there, guys. It was 44, or it was 45.1 vol when we got in at 91 cents, and we are trading at 37.56, and I am out of those they just traded 104. That's where we're out. Nice work, guys. Very nice work. 44.7 vol now. Sorry, I didn't get that. Didn't hit send on that banner. Okay. They're 105 bid. I know that I'm perfectly happy selling those out at 104, though. All right. Okay. Remember, you're coming up here. I would be moving my stop up here. You're coming right up to the 2SD. No reason to get crazy. 107 bid in these things. 105 was last trade. Nice work, Roseanne. All right. All right. So I've had for the last half an hour, I've had the recorder on, so so you guys can review what we're doing here on the open. I'm going to close this now, and then I'll.